My child, what if I told you that the place you're in right now is not your final home? What if the silence that surrounds you is only the breath before my voice breaks in? What if the ache you carry is not abandonment, but preparation? What if you have been chosen, not forsaken? Listen to me. I, the Lord, have seen your dwelling. I have watched the walls close in on your hope. I have counted the nights when your pillow became a well of tears and your roof felt more like a cage than a covering. And I say to you now, you are chosen to receive a new home, not just a new location, but a new atmosphere, not just a building, but a divine space where my presence will dwell with you. You are not stuck. You are sent. You are not forgotten. You are being led. This moment, yes, even this dark one, is a hallway, not a prison. It is the corridor to what I have prepared for you. Your heart has felt dislocated for too long, but I am aligning it again, not with what the world offers, but with what I have built by my hands. I am not only the builder of worlds, I am the builder of safe places. Do you remember when you asked me, is there a place for me? Do you remember whispering it under your breath, not even believing I heard? I did. Every syllable. I held it in my hands and wove it into my plans. That cry did not vanish into thin air. It became the foundation of what I am now constructing for you. This is more than shelter. This is sanctuary. I, the Lord, do not give temporary housing. I give everlasting rest. I do not patch the broken beams. I replace them. I do not simply decorate a room. I infuse it with purpose. Where the world gave you instability, I will give you a place to stand. Where people moved you out, I will move you in. I will plant you, not in shifting sand, but on the solid rock of my promise. My child, this is not a dream. It is my decree. Your inheritance is not lost. Your place is not being auctioned. It is sealed, set apart, protected under the shadow of my wings. And when the time is right, not by your watch but by my will, I will open the door that no man can shut, and you will step into the home I've been preparing while you wept. Yes, angels have walked the floorboards. Yes, I have marked the threshold with oil. Yes, the walls are waiting for your voice to fill them with praise. It is not just a house, it is a fulfillment, and it has your name written on its foundation. Stop wondering if I will do it. I already have. Now walk with me. Let me show you the way there. My beloved, the path to this new home is not paved with ease. It is paved with trust. You will not find it by striving, by searching endlessly, or by forcing doors open with desperation. You will find it by staying close to me, step by step, breath by breath. I am not sending you into the unknown. I am walking with you into the known promise I have already spoken. This road may look barren, but it is sacred. It may seem long, but it is precise. Every detour, every delay, every disappointment you've endured has carved out the way. Do not despise the days of waiting. Do not fear the terrain that seems dry and unfamiliar. For I, the Lord, walk best in the wilderness. I am the one who makes streams in deserts, who parts seas when there is no bridge, who commands manna to fall where nothing grows. You are not lost. You are being led. Yes, I have hidden some signs from you, not to punish you, but to draw you closer. You see, if I gave you the full map, you would walk it alone. But I want you to need me. I want you to reach for me in the dark and learn that even when your eyes fail, your faith can still lead. The greatest journeys are not measured in miles, but in moments of surrender. I know your legs feel tired. I know your heart is heavy from holding on to promises you haven't yet seen fulfilled. But I promise you this, the next step matters. The next whisper of obedience, no matter how small, is building the foundation of the place I've reserved for you. You may not realize it yet, but your obedience is constructing the very house I am giving you. Every time you forgive instead of harden. Every time you praise instead of complain. Every time you choose truth over fear. You are not just enduring, you are building with me. And what we build together will last beyond this season. My child, I did not bring you this far to leave you wandering. I did not call you out of the old to leave you homeless in the middle. I am the God who finishes what he begins. And I began this with love. I began this with intention. And I will not stop until you stand in the fullness of what I have promised. Hear me now. The home is not just ahead, it is forming under your feet. You are standing on sacred ground, even if it looks like a battlefield now. Do not measure this moment by what you see. Measure it by who I am. Let every step forward be worship. Let every tear that falls water the soil. Let every breath be a declaration. I am not forgotten. I am being led. My child, the home I have prepared for you is not made of brick and stone alone. It is woven from the threads of my covenant with you. It is not the product of man's design or labor. It is born of my spirit. What I am giving you cannot be stolen, cannot be shaken, cannot be burned down by the fires of affliction. It is consecrated. It is eternal. It is yours because I declared it so. Many around you have built quickly, chasing after places and positions, chasing after recognition and safety. But I have not called you to build as they build. I have called you to wait as Noah waited, to trust as Abraham trusted, to believe as Hannah believed when all she had left was a prayer and a promise. You are not behind. You are being prepared for something they cannot see. The world says, build now, secure it fast, make your own way. But I, the Lord, say, let me lay every stone, for I am the architect of peace. I am the master builder who knows the storms before they come and sets the foundation to withstand them. I do not build on shifting sand. I build on faith, on surrender, on the whispered yes of a heart that still believes even when everything around says give up. My beloved, you have not missed it. You have not disqualified yourself. You have not wandered too far or waited too long. This home, this holy inheritance, was never meant to be earned. It was meant to be received. I am not waiting for your perfection. I am waiting for your yes. I do not require your strength, only your surrender. Can you trust me with what you cannot see yet? Can you hold the key in your spirit before it rests in your hand? That is faith. And faith, not performance, is the door I open. Faith, not striving, is the lock I turn. And faith, not fear, will guide you safely through the threshold into what I have prepared. Look again with your spirit. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting? Can you sense the ground becoming steady beneath you? That is not wishful thinking. That is me, the Lord your God, moving. Do not let discouragement blind you. Do not let disappointment speak louder than my promises. I am not finished. I am not silent. I am not distant. I am the same God who gave Israel a land flowing with milk and honey, the same God who caused the barren woman to sing, the same God who raised a dead man to life. And I am your God, your builder, your provider, your shelter. So lift your eyes, my child. Let go of what you thought it would look like. Let go of the timelines you constructed. Let go of the fear that it's too late. And take hold of me, just me. For in me is the blueprint, the promise, and the open door. My beloved, to receive the new, you must be willing to release the old. You cannot carry yesterday's burdens into tomorrow's dwelling. I am not calling you to drag dead things into living places. What I am preparing requires room in your heart, room in your mind, and room in your hands. You must empty yourself of what was so I may fill you with what is coming. Some of you are still clinging to places I have already left. You return to memories like worn-out garments, hoping they will somehow fit again. But I am not dressing you in the past. I am clothing you in righteousness. I am wrapping you in purpose. The coverings I give do not tear under pressure. They are eternal, woven by grace and sealed with my spirit. I know it's hard to let go. I know the familiar feels safe, even when it wounds. But I, the Lord, do not call you out to leave you exposed. I call you out to cover you in something greater, like I called Abram from Ur, like I called Israel from Egypt, like I called Peter from his boat. I call not to harm, but to heal, not to displace, but to establish. Yes, this means walking away from comfort. Yes, this means trusting me in what feels empty. But you are not walking into a void. You are walking into destiny. I have prepared a space that bears your name. Its walls will echo with worship. Its doors will open to peace. Its windows will flood with light. And its foundation will hold firm, because I, the Lord, have laid it. But first, the old must fall. Let the old fears fall. Let the disappointments collapse. Let the labels others placed on you be burned like chaff in the wind. Let the bitterness drain from your soul like water down cracked stone. For I am doing a new thing, and I will not build the sacred upon what is poisoned. I do not reuse broken idols. I tear them down. I do not renovate your pain. I redeem it. So take one step away, my child, just one. And in that one step, I will part seas. I will shake chains. I will cause the former things to lose their hold. Do not fear the space between what was and what will be. That space is where I work miracles. That space is holy. I am not asking you to understand, only to obey. I am not asking you to be ready, only to be willing. Leave the tent, leave the shadow, leave the shame. The new home is not behind you, it is before you, and I, the Lord, will meet you at the door. My child, I see your hesitation at the threshold. I know the trembling that creeps into your soul when the unknown stretches before you. I know how the shadows of failure whisper louder the closer you get to the promise. But I, the Lord, have already stood where you are about to stand. I have inspected the threshold. I have tested the hinges. I have blessed the entryway. And I tell you now, you are not walking into danger, you are walking into fulfillment. The enemy would have you believe that this door will close on you, that it will collapse under the weight of your past, that the promise is too good for someone like you. But I did not choose you because of your record. I chose you because of my love. I did not assign you this inheritance because of your works. I gave it because of my mercy. Stop questioning if you deserve this. You don't. And that's the beauty of it. This home is not the reward for perfection. It is the evidence of grace. It is the picture of my faithfulness. And if I was willing to hang on a cross to bring you into my kingdom, why would I withhold a dwelling where you may rest in my presence? Do you remember how the Israelites trembled at the Jordan, fearing what was on the other side? And yet I, the Lord, parted it. Do you remember how Ruth left behind her homeland to walk into a future she could not see, and I placed her in the lineage of kings? Do you remember how the crippled man sat by the pool for 38 years, until my voice told him, "Get up, take your mat, and walk"? I am speaking now. Get up, my child. Take your trust, and walk. I have made the way straight. I have assigned angels to guard your steps. I have written the coordinates into your spirit. What felt like confusion will begin to feel like clarity as you stop asking how and start saying yes. There is oil on this doorpost. There is favor in this new land. There is healing inside these walls. But first, you must walk through. This is not the time to linger in indecision. Not the time to consult the old voices that kept you small. Not the time to calculate every risk. This is the moment to believe that I am with you. And if I am with you, nothing can be against you. Step forward not with fear, but with reverence. The same reverence Moses felt when I said, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you stand is holy ground." This is holy ground, my child, and I have waited long for you to arrive. Do not just knock, enter. My beloved, do not think for a moment that this new home is simply a shelter from the storm. It is not merely a roof over your head or a place for your body to rest. No, this home is the manifestation of my glory among you. It is where I, the Lord, will dwell, not just beside you, but within you. It is a holy habitation, a dwelling place not made with human hands, but breathed into existence by my Spirit. You see, I never intended to merely deliver you from hardship. I intended to deliver you into presence. This is why the journey has felt so intense, because the destination is sacred. You were never meant to live in survival mode. You were meant to abide in my abundance. I am not giving you just enough. I am giving you overflow. I am not restoring you to how things were. I am launching you into what they were always meant to become. My child, this is where chains will fall off your spirit. This is where the years the locust devoured will be repaid. This is where joy returns, not a fleeting emotion, but a fountain that springs up from the roots I planted deep in your soul during the wilderness. The new home I'm giving you carries an anointing. Its air will be saturated with peace. Its corners will echo with worship. Its furniture will not be made of gold and silver, but of promises fulfilled. And the foundation? It is laid upon every yes you gave me when no one else saw, upon every midnight tear, every unseen act of obedience, every time you forgave, every time you praised me through the silence. Yes, your pain built this, but my glory will fill it. And once you step in, you will know. Surely the Lord is in this place. You will no longer strive to feel me. You will breathe me in. I will not visit occasionally. I will abide continuously. My spirit will dwell where you dwell, and you will never again mistake loneliness for abandonment. This will be a resting place for your soul, but not a place of complacency. For I will also release assignments from here. This is not just a place of receiving. It is a place of releasing. Out of this home will flow wisdom, healing, prophetic dreams, strategies for the season ahead. I will give you downloads of direction and clarity, not only for yourself, but for those I will send to you. And yes, others will come. They will be drawn not by the size of the home, but by the presence that dwells within it. They will walk in and weep without knowing why. They will feel shackles fall without a word being spoken, because I, the Lord, have chosen to dwell here, and where I dwell, transformation begins. So prepare, my child. Prepare not only your room, but your heart. Prepare not only your hands, but your faith. For what is coming is holy, and it is coming swiftly. My child, do you wonder who will protect what I have given you? Do you fear that once the promise comes, it might be taken from you, stolen, broken, or lost? Let me speak clearly now. I, the Lord, am the guardian of what I give. I do not hand you treasures and then leave them exposed to thieves. I surround them. I cover them. I appoint angels at the gate. You have known what it feels like to lose, to watch blessings slip through your fingers like water. But this time, it is different. This time I am sealing it with my name. What I give, no one can curse. What I establish, no storm can topple. This is not a temporary shelter. This is not a test. This is covenant. I will not only build the walls, I will live inside them with you. I will be the fire in your hearth, the wind at your window, the voice in the silence. I will be the one who speaks peace when worry knocks at your door. I will be the one who sends angels to war on your behalf while you sleep. Yes, even while you rest, I will be working. Did I not protect Daniel in the lion's den? Did I not keep Elijah fed during the famine? Did I not cover the children of Israel with a cloud by day and fire by night? And did I not seal the tomb of my son, only to roll the stone away in glory? So shall it be with you. The place I give will not end in mourning. It will begin in miracles. You do not have to be afraid of losing what you're about to receive. You only need to remain in me. You only need to stay under my covering. For your obedience is your shield. Your worship is your weapon. Your surrender is your security. My beloved, this home is not just a reward. It is a refuge. And I, the Lord, am fiercely protective of what belongs to me. You are mine. This promise is mine. Therefore, no hand raised against it will stand. No curse formed against it will prosper. Yes, opposition may come, but I will raise a standard against it. Yes, voices may rise, but I will silence every tongue that accuses you. Yes, winds may blow, but I will rebuke the storm. So sleep in peace, my child. Rest without fear, dream without limits. Walk through every room and declare, the Lord dwells here. Let no fear of loss keep you from stepping into what I have prepared. Let no voice of doubt hold you hostage on the doorstep. The same God who promised it will preserve it. My child, what I give you now is not just for your comfort, it is for your legacy. The home I have prepared is not an endpoint. It is a seed. It is a foundation upon which I will build for generations. You are standing at the beginning of something far greater than yourself. For I, the Lord, do not bless merely for the present. I bless for inheritance. What you receive will echo through time. This home will carry your prayers through the walls. The worship you lift will linger like incense in the air long after you've whispered your final amen. The faith you walk in today will become the floor others stand on tomorrow. Children not yet born will be blessed because you chose to obey me now. They will know peace because you made a home in my presence. They will walk through doors you unlocked with tears. I have not forgotten the prayers you've prayed for your family. I have not ignored the groanings of your heart when you couldn't even form the words. I saw you lay hands on door frames. I saw you anoint windows with oil in the secret. I heard your quiet cries. God, let this be the place where my children encounter you. And I say to you now, yes, this will be the place. This will be the place where the prodigal returns, where the hardened heart is softened, where the lost identity is restored, where generational curses are shattered at the threshold. Because where I dwell, healing flows through the bloodline. I will use this home as a lighthouse, not just for you, but for all who enter. Friends will come and feel peace. Family will visit and encounter truth. Neighbors will pass by and sense something holy. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll know. This is a house the Lord has touched, and in time, when you look back, you'll realize, I was not just giving you a place, I was giving you a promise. I was answering prayers spoken over you long ago by those whose voices now live only in memory. Grandmothers who prayed, fathers who repented, ancestors who cried out in faith, hoping that someday someone in their line would rise up and walk in covenant. That someone is you. You are the fulfillment of what they hoped for. And this home is a sign that I, the Lord, never forget a righteous cry. So when you open the door, open it not just for yourself, open it for the generations I've marked through your name. This is your moment. This is their inheritance. This is the beginning of legacy. My child, you have feared that your enemies would laugh when you stepped into the promise. You've wondered if they would mock you, question your worth, discredit your breakthrough. But I, the Lord, do not prepare my blessings in secret. I set them before the watching world. I do not hide my hand. I reveal it in glory. And now I say this to you. I have prepared a table in the presence of those who despised you. The ones who rejected you will witness your restoration. The ones who gossiped about your pain will see your praise. The ones who cast you out will marvel at how I brought you in. They will not understand. They will not be able to explain, but they will see. Because I do not lift you up to shame them. I lift you up to reveal myself. This new home, this sacred space, it is not built in hiding. It is placed where light cannot be ignored. I will not only give you rest, I will give you honor. And not by your striving, but by my sovereignty. Let them look, let them whisper, let them wonder. Their opinions cannot undo what I have done. Their pride cannot penetrate the walls I build. Their schemes cannot break the gate I have shut and sealed. For I, the Lord, have declared you chosen. I have clothed you with dignity. I have crowned you with favor. Do not be afraid to walk boldly. This is not arrogance, it is obedience. When I command you to enter, you must not crawl in shame. You must walk in praise. Remember David, how I took him from the pasture and placed him in a palace, not because of popularity, but because of purity. Remember Esther, how I positioned her in the palace not to blend in, but to save a people. Remember how my son rode into Jerusalem, not on a war horse, but on a donkey, yet every knee began to bow. So it will be with you. This entrance will not be loud with human applause, but it will be filled with divine purpose. Do not lower your eyes when opposition arises. Lift them to me, for I am the one who vindicates. I am the one who keeps record of every injustice, every betrayal, every wound. And now I am the one who repays, not with revenge, but with restoration. Let the ones who once questioned your identity watch you walk in destiny. Let the ones who prophesied your fall witness your rise. Let the ones who spoke curses now behold the blessing they could never stop. And as they watch, let them know, this is the doing of the Lord, and it is marvelous in their eyes. My child, hear me with urgency now. When I bring you into the new, do not reach back for the old. When I open the door to the promise, do not leave a window cracked for the past. I, the Lord, am not just giving you a home. I am giving you a holy separation. I am drawing a line in the Spirit, and I say to you now, do not return to what I have delivered you from. You prayed for freedom, and I answered. You begged for healing, and I moved. You asked me to remove what hindered you, and I tore it out by the root. So why would you water dead soil? Do not bring old habits into this sacred space. Do not allow toxic memories to dictate the atmosphere of the new. You cannot walk fully into what I have ordained if your heart is still tethered to what I have dismantled. Remember Lot's wife. She was halfway into deliverance, but her gaze returned to what she left, and she became frozen, stuck between mercy and memory. That will not be your story. I am calling you to walk forward without regret, to shut the door to shame, to cancel access to the things that once enslaved you. This new dwelling cannot carry the weight of old idols. The air here is too pure for polluted thinking. The foundation is too holy for compromise. And yes, there will be days when nostalgia whispers, when pain disguises itself as comfort, when the familiar tries to masquerade as faithfulness. But in those moments, remember, you are not who you were. You have been made new. You are not a beggar hoping for crumbs. You are a child seated at my table. I did not bring you out of Egypt so you could long for its chains. I brought you out so you could worship me in freedom. Let go of the survival mindset. Let go of the inner vows you made in pain. Let go of the identity others placed on you when they couldn't see who I created you to be. In this house, you are not the broken one. You are the beloved. You are not the one overlooked. You are the one I chose. Do not build altars to your past. Build altars of remembrance for what I've done. And let every room in your new home be filled not with echoes of yesterday's sorrow, but with declarations of tomorrow's hope. The door behind you is closed. The one before you is open. Step through without looking back. My beloved, what I give you is not ordinary. It bears a mark, a sacred seal. This home I have prepared for you is not just constructed with brick and wood, but with my word, my presence, and my covenant. And now I declare, I, the Lord, have placed my name upon it. This house will not be known for its design, but for its divine atmosphere. When you walk in, peace will meet you at the threshold. When others enter, they will feel something they cannot explain, like breathing in heaven's breath, like touching the hem of eternity. Why? Because I dwell there. My glory will not pass through. It will remain. I will sanctify every corner with my presence. Even the places that once carried fear will now carry fire. Every creaking floorboard will echo with worship. Every hallway will be a path of prayer. The walls will remember the whispers of intercession. The windows will let in not just sunlight, but revelation. This is not just a place of rest. It is a holy altar, and I will protect it, not as a man guards a possession, but as a father guards his promise. I have assigned angels to this place, not one or two, but a host. They will stand at the corners. They will walk the perimeter. They will war for you in the night. No weapon formed against this house will prosper, for the Lord has sanctified it. Do not let the world convince you this is just a house. This is the outward sign of an inward covenant. Just as the Ark of the Covenant was carried with care, so this home must be treated with reverence. Teach your children to honor it. Invite my Spirit into every gathering. Let praise fill its air like incense in the temple. Remember how the cloud filled Solomon's temple until the priests could not stand? That was not a story. That was a promise. I still fill places. I still rest on people. I still saturate homes with my presence. And so I say, consecrate this space. Walk its rooms with oil and scripture. Write my words on its walls. Declare that no darkness shall cross its boundary. Make this house a dwelling for my glory, not just your comfort. For when I place my name upon something, it is no longer common. It becomes holy. And when I call something mine, I defend it with all the power of heaven. Yes, this home will be marked, not just in time, but in eternity. Long after your footsteps fade from its floors, the fragrance of your obedience will remain, and generations will say, surely the Lord was in this place. My child, this is not a temporary move. This is not a fleeting moment of favor. What I am doing in your life, what I am building through this new home, is not just for today. It is eternal in its purpose, divine in its origin, and unshakable in its foundation. I, the Lord, do not give only to take away. I establish. I anchor. I ordain. You have known seasons where things came and went, where people promised and walked away, where doors opened and slammed shut before you could take a step. But this is not one of those seasons. This is not a test. This is a transfer, a divine exchange. I am removing ashes and giving beauty. I am taking away wandering and giving you a dwelling. This is the shift you've prayed for. This is the answer to what you whispered in the midnight hours when no one else saw the tears on your pillow. This is the fruit of what you sowed in silence. And I say to you now, it will last. Not because of your strength, but because of mine. Not because of your worthiness, but because of my mercy. Not because of your ability to hold it together, but because I am the one holding you. This change is not built on emotion, it is built on covenant. Even if storms come, you will not be uprooted. Even if the winds howl, the house will stand. Because the foundation is me. I am the cornerstone. I am the unshakable rock. And those who build on me will never be moved. Do not let the lies of the past tell you this is too good to be true. Do not let trauma speak louder than truth. I have not brought you this far to tease you with hope. I have not led you to the edge of breakthrough just to pull back. I am not a man that I should lie. I do not change like shifting shadows. What I say, I do. What I begin, I finish. So walk into this home with confidence, not in yourself, but in me. Declare that this is not a detour. It is destiny. This is not a distraction. It is deliverance. This is not a break. It is breakthrough. And I promise you, my child, When you look back years from now, you will see that this was the turning point, the moment where everything shifted, the threshold where sorrow gave way to joy, where wandering gave way to dwelling, where questions gave way to communion, and your heart will say, "The Lord was faithful, not once, but always." My child, now that I have brought you into this new dwelling, I do not want only your presence, I want your heart. This is not just about a physical place, it is about a spiritual return, a return to the innocence of your first love for me, a return to the awe you once felt in my presence, a return to the trembling worship, the whispered prayers, the deep longing for just one touch from me. You have walked through the valley, you have endured the desert, you have survived the storm, and now, I have brought you here not to forget those places, but to remember who carried you through them. It was I, the Lord. I upheld you. I comforted you. I strengthened you when you had no strength left. And now I say, come closer still. Let this house be more than a shelter. Let it become a sanctuary. Let every room be a reminder of our covenant. Let every moment spent here be a doorway to deeper intimacy. I am not calling you to religion. I am calling you to communion. Not duty, but devotion. Return to me with all your heart. Strip away the distractions. Silence the noise. In this sacred space, I will speak again. I will sing over you. I will give you fresh dreams and awaken buried promises. I will breathe on your spirit until dead things come back to life. Do not think I have forgotten what I placed inside you. The calling, the passion, the prophetic words spoken over your life. They are not dead. They have been hidden. But now, as you dwell in the land I have given you, those seeds will sprout again. Your obedience has watered them, your worship has stirred them, and now I will make them bloom. But it begins with your heart. Tear down the altars of distraction. Let go of the idols of comfort. Set me above every priority. Let my presence be your obsession. Let my word be your bread. Let worship be your breath. I did not give you this home so that you would forget me. I gave it to you so you could find me again. I gave you space so you would make room for me. I gave you peace so you would learn to rest in my arms, not your achievements. This is holy ground, and it is only holy because I am here. So draw near, my child. Sit with me, speak with me, cry with me, worship me. Let this be the season where you fall in love with me all over again. My beloved, what I have done in you will not stop with you. This new home is not the finish line, it is the beginning of a legacy. What I am building within these walls will ripple through generations. The blessings I've poured out on you will flow like a river to your children and your children's children. Because I, the Lord, do not work in moments, I work in movements. Do not underestimate the weight of this calling. You did not just move into a house, you stepped into inheritance. I have anointed this place as a well of living water, and it will not run dry. Your prayers will echo in the Spirit long after your voice is silent. Your praise will saturate the soil so deeply that future generations will walk on ground already drenched in my presence. You think this is about four walls, but I tell you, this is about a divine lineage, a house where I am not just visited, but enthroned, a house where healing will happen in the hallway, where children will prophesy in the bedrooms, where strangers will be delivered in the living room, where angels will stand watch by the door. You asked me to bless your life, but I am blessing your bloodline. Every act of obedience you walk in now becomes a seed. Every night you open scripture at the table, every time you sing my name aloud in the kitchen, every time you kneel by your bed to intercede, it is building something eternal. This home is not merely a location, it is an altar, and I am placing fire on it that will never go out. Your children will remember. Even if they wander, they will hear the echoes of this holy ground in their dreams. Even if the world tries to pull them away, they will not forget the presence that shaped their childhood. I will call them back with cords of kindness, and they will return, not because of religion, but because of remembrance. And when visitors step inside this home, they will pause. They will feel something they cannot describe. They will sense glory in the air. They will ask questions they've never asked before. And you will say, "This is not mine. This belongs to the Lord." So dedicate every room. Declare my word over every threshold, stand at every doorway and proclaim my promises. Build me a throne in your living room, a sanctuary in your closet, a holy place at the center of your home. For I have not just chosen this place, I have chosen you, and through you I will raise up a testimony that darkness cannot silence and time cannot erase. This home is your gift, but your faithfulness in it will be their inheritance. My child, this is the final moment before you cross the threshold. The door I have opened before you is not symbolic, it is real, and it is now. All of heaven has held its breath as you've approached this moment. And now, I say to you, put your hand on the doorknob of destiny, and do not hesitate. Push it open. Step inside. I am waiting. Let nothing hold you back. Not fear, not guilt, not the voices that echo from the past, not the whispers of your unworthiness. You are not entering this place because you earned it. You are entering because I called you, because I, the Lord, have chosen you. And what I choose, I do not abandon. This is your homecoming. You will walk into rooms that feel like restoration. You will sit in peace that cannot be explained. You will sleep with angels watching and wake with my song in your ears. You will eat in joy, pray in power, and dance with freedom. Because this is no longer the house of sorrow. This is the house of glory, and I will dwell with you. I will walk with you in the cool of the morning. I will whisper to you in the silence of night. I will correct you with love and crown you with compassion. I will provide when lack tries to knock. I will protect when danger tries to cross the line. This is the place where I reveal secrets, where I birth miracles, where I stretch out my hand and show you the power of the one who never left your side. So go ahead, reach out, open the door. Don't look back. Don't stall in the hallway. Don't doubt what I've said. You've asked me for a sign, and I've written it across this moment in light too bright to miss. This is the fulfillment of what I whispered in the wilderness. This is the manifestation of what you saw in your spirit. This is the promise that held you together when everything was falling apart. Now it is here. And as you step across the threshold, I release my blessing upon you. May this home be filled with peace that surpasses understanding. May it resound with laughter that drives out sorrow. May it be a sanctuary where faith is stirred, hope is renewed, and love never leaves. You are no longer the outsider. You are no longer wandering. You are home. Welcome to the place I built with you in mind. My beloved, before we end this holy conversation, there is one more door to be opened. Not the one made of wood or steel, but the door of your heart. For though I have built this house for you in the natural, I now desire to dwell even deeper within you. It is time to seal this moment in prayer, not just with words, but with surrender, not just with emotion, but with truth. I have spoken many things over you in this message. You have received promises, been comforted, been challenged. But now, let your response rise to me, not as noise, but as incense, not as ritual, but as communion. Take this next moment, my child, and come to me, not with performance, but with presence. You do not need to impress me. You need only to be real with me. Bring your whole heart. Bring the questions. Bring the thanks. Bring the fear. Bring the hope. I can carry it all. As you begin to pray, remember, I am already listening. I am not far off. I am closer than breath, more present than the walls around you. I do not wait to hear your perfect words. I wait to hear your true heart. For it is in this holy space where my word and your heart collide that transformation begins. So breathe, my child. Be still, and let us now speak together. Let your voice rise like the song of the redeemed. Let your prayer be a bridge between heaven and earth. Let this moment be the altar where everything changes. Now come, pray with me. Lord, I stand before you now, not in the strength of my own name, but in the refuge of yours. You have called me, you have carried me, you have chosen me, and now you have brought me to this holy place, a new home, not only for my body, but for my spirit, my future, my generations. I come before you with gratitude too deep for words. How could I ever repay what you have done? How could I ever deserve a place like this, a promise like this? But you, Lord, you never waited for me to deserve it. You gave because you are good. You gave because you are love. You gave because you saw in me something I could not even see in myself. So now I lift my hands and surrender. I give this home back to you. Every corner, every wall, every hidden place, I dedicate it all to you. Let this not be a house of vanity or ambition, but a temple of your glory. Let every conversation echo with your wisdom. Let every decision be shaped by your Spirit. Let every moment within these walls draw me deeper into your presence. And Lord, I ask, purify me, cleanse my heart from every residue of doubt. Burn away the fears that followed me from old seasons. Tear down the strongholds of unworthiness that whisper, I'm not enough. Let your fire fall in this place, not to destroy, but to refine. Not to consume, but to cleanse. May this home be filled with the laughter of heaven and the discipline of truth. May I raise my voice here in worship louder than any worry. May the air in this house be thick with peace, and may its floors bear the weight of my surrender daily. Father, I invite you to reign here, not as a guest, but as the Lord of the house. Sit at my table, sleep in my dreams, walk with me from room to room, and speak, oh, speak, Lord, as you did with Samuel in the night. Make this ground holy. Let every room become a well. Let every doorway be a gate of praise. Let this house host the weight of your glory without growing weary. I open every hidden closet, every dusty corner of my soul. Shine your light there too. Dwell not just in the places I have prepared, but in the places I've been afraid to show you. Because now, Lord, I trust you with it all. I trust you not only to bless what is beautiful, but to restore what is broken. Not only to fill the shelves, but to heal the scars. Not only to surround me with walls, but to surround me with grace. You are not just giving me a house, you are making me whole. And now, Lord, seal this covenant. I kneel before you in this sacred place, asking not for more, but giving you everything. You have already given beyond what I imagined. You have already proven your faithfulness. You have already walked me through fire and brought me out without the smell of smoke. So I don't come to beg, I come to bow. Take my will and shape it. Take my plans and refine them. Take my vision and align it with heaven. Let this be the altar where I lay down every false identity, every borrowed fear, every lingering insecurity. I don't need to decorate this house with perfection. I need to inhabit it with surrender. I don't need to impress my neighbors. I need to invite your presence. I don't need to make this home mine. I need to remember it's yours. Every time I wake up here, remind me of your goodness. Every time I pass the threshold, remind me of your mercy. Every time I host someone, remind me that this is holy ground. Teach me to steward well what you've given, to pray when it's quiet, to praise when it's storming, to prepare a table even in the presence of my enemies. And Lord, if this home ever becomes a distraction, strip it from my hands. But if it remains a place of encounter, let your fire never go out. Let the oil never run dry. Let the peace never fade. Let the word always resound through its halls. Let this be the place where angels linger, where dreams are birthed, where children grow in the fear of the Lord, where hearts are mended and bodies are healed, where strangers find refuge and the weary find rest. I pray not only for myself, but for all who will ever enter this space. Let them leave marked by your Spirit. Let them feel a love they cannot explain. Let them hear you whisper in the stillness, you are safe here. And finally, Lord, I lift my voice one last time. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for bringing me home. I receive this gift not with pride, but with trembling joy. And I promise, I will honor you here. From the front door to the farthest wall, let every inch proclaim, the Lord dwells here. And now, with all of heaven as my witness, and all of earth beneath my feet, I say yes to this new beginning, yes to your presence, yes to your promises, yes to your purpose. I am home, I am yours, forever and ever. Amen.